Hi guys, welcome back to more episodes of The Walking Dead, episode 2 of season 1. We've left it where they're all heading towards Fort Branning and we've hit this roadblock. Everything's gone wrong. They've already had a horde, as Andrea has now named it, or herd, sorry, she called it herd, already moved past through them. In the process, Sophia, I call her Sophie, has gone missing. Rick tried to protect her, told her to wait. She's run off. They've been searching for her. In the process, we found a church, but it turns out that was all automated. And then, while they said they were going to hang behind, while the rest of them started to head back, Rick, Shane, and Carl were having a nice nature moment. And then a shot's just come out of nowhere, and it's Carl who's got shot. And I wanted to know more about it on the end of the last episode, and I couldn't really focus on it because that's where it ended. So let's go find out what's happened to him, and if he's not dead, how the hell they're going to deal with this with a gunshot wound when they have no resources to deal with it. Right, let's go. Episode 2. Hated.
Hey! You move, shithead! Come on, get us there! How far? How far?
That way.
Was he aiming at the animal?
Talk to Herschel, he'll help your boy.
Was he bit?
No, he was fucking shot.
Right here, man.
Otis?
He said, find Herschel. Is that you? Help me, help me, my boy.
I've got a heartbeat. It's faint.
He's in
I
shock.
got it. Step back.
Maggie, Ivy,
We need some space.
your name?
Rick.
Rick?
I'm Rick.
Rick, we're gonna do everything we can, okay?
I can't blame this guy. It was an accident. But how the hell do you mistake a kid for an animal? The rest of them don't even know. His wife is gonna go, oh God, this is gonna destroy her.
You know his blood type?
A positive. Same as mine.
That's fortunate, which certainly saved his life. But it did not go through clean.
No.
It broke up into pieces. If I can get the bullet fragments out, I'm counting 6.
My wife doesn't know. My wife doesn't know.
Oh God, this is horrible.
Can't run around these woods chasing echoes.
So what do we do?
Same as we've been. Beat the bush for Sophia, work our way back to the highway.
The thought of her out here by herself.
Yeah, this isn't looking good either, is it?
It's the not knowing that's killing me.
We're gonna locate that little girl. She's gonna be just fine.
Stay
Other ones
positive.
zen around here.
It's all you can do.
Bored.
As humans, we spend an inordinate amount of time, whatever the subject may be, whatever it is that's wrong, whether it's children, family, work, your own life, whatever, we spend so much time worrying about what if this, what if that, what if this. And it does no good. All you're doing is focusing on the negative, and it's so easy to do, and it's so difficult to turn it around. But that's us living in a society with where they are and what they're going through. You have to have that frame of mind, or you're not going to survive this. It's an apocalyptic world, and only the strong survive. And I don't just mean that in a physical sense, as in only like the alpha male survive and protect whatever women are left. I don't mean it in a male chauvinist way or anything like that. I'm meaning on emotional and mind level, that you have to, you can't just go turning pessimistic with everything. Oh, this will have happened and that will have happened, and turn to despair, because the minute you do, you're finished. It is.
Don't touch it. I'm sorry.
I mean,
sorry.
you caught it on a rusty car door.
Listen, your veins are very discolored.
Yeah.
You got a hell of an infection there.
Yeah.
You could die from blood poisoning.
Yep.
Theodore Douglas gets done in by a cut on his arm.
Yeah, that'd be stupid.
Is that why I got out of that hospital? Found my family for it to end here like this is some kind of sick joke? You stop it.
I hope not.
Just stop.
Do you want him to live?
Don't think he's got enough to knock him out.
Do it now!
Lori needs to be here. She doesn't even know what's going on. I gotta go find her, bring her back.
You can't do that.
She's his mother.
He can't go more than 50 feet from this bed.
Lori has to be here, Shane. She has to know. Okay, I get that. I'm gonna handle it. But you gotta handle your end. Even if he didn't need your blood to survive, there's no way I'd ever let you walk out that door, man. I'd break your legs if you tried. I mean, you know that.
You will never get over that if you do that.
If he slipped away while you were gone, you would never forgive yourself for that.
Nope.
And neither would Lori, man.
How is he?
He's out of danger for the moment.
Okay.
But I need to remove those remaining fragments.
How? You saw how he was?
I know, and that was the shallowest one. I
What
have
do
to
we do?
open him up, find the bleeder, and stitch it. And he can't move while I'm in there. I mean, at all. He won't be able to breathe on his own. Same bad results.
You need a respirator.
Yeah, you do.
What else?
The tube that goes with it, extra surgical supplies, drapes, sutures.
High school.
That's what I was thinking. They set up a FEMA shelter there.
Ain't but 5 miles.
Otis, no.
Honey, we don't have time for guesswork, and I'm responsible. I ain't gonna sit here while this fella takes this on alone.
Good man. I admire this dude for stepping up for 2 reasons. He feels he's responsible, and you don't let a man go alone into what you're dealing with here.
I'm talking about 2 good old boy cowboy sheriffs and a redneck whose brother cut off his own hand because I dropped a key.
Those cowboys have done all right by us, and if I'm not mistaken, that redneck went out of his way to save your ass.
Damn, man. Open your eyes. Look where we are. Stuck in this mess here.
Stop raising your voice. Are you running a fever?
Oh, my God, you're burning up.
He's not talking straight. He's not thinking straight.
As the crow flies my ass.
Hey, you're not paying attention.
Andrea!
Oh, hell. Oh, hell. Oh, okay, she's done. She's done. Come on, come on. He's going to buy her any second. So you do want to live. What? What the fuck the horse come from? What the hell's this?
Lori, there's been an accident. Carl's been shot. He's still alive, but you gotta come now.
That's a hell of a way of telling her.
Rick needs you. Just come.
Shut up.
Shut up.
This place, it's beautiful.
How have you survived
Been
here?
in my family 160 years. We lost friends,
How?
neighbors. The epidemic took my wife, my stepson.
It's not an epidemic.
Just hoping we can ride it out in peace till there's a cure.
There's not anything to ride out, I'm
We
afraid.
were at the CDC. It's gone now.
It's worse than you
There
think.
is no cure.
That's what we always say. This one's different.
This one is.
Mankind's been fighting plagues from the start.
Yeah, but he's not been fighting people coming back from the dead. Oh, no, don't tell me. Please don't tell me we have got some sort of hillbilly. I don't want to offend anybody here. Hillbilly, small town doctor, Bible basher who believes everything will be okay as long as you just pray to the Lord and keep your family safe and ride it out. And I hope it's not that. I really hope it's not that. It could be because of where we are and the fact that he's, I don't know, he's retired. He's obviously lived here his whole life. He's got whatever family he's got left around him. And he thinks it's just something that will move on because they haven't left the area. He hasn't seen the rest of the world, what's really going on. There is no coming back from this. But I don't see how this is nature just deciding that this is the end of mankind. That it's just the Walking Dead. Poor woman to have to be told like this. guess we're stuck here for a while
How many
now.
transfusions?
2. Only 2.
That's why it looks yellow.
And we wanted to do the same for you when you were in the hospital. I mean, you're a doctor, right?
Is he?
Yes, ma'am. Of course.
Or is he like a vet or something?
A vet.
A veteran.
He's a vet.
Combat man.
I knew it. I knew it.
A veterinarian.
The reason I just preempted, I mean, I haven't seen this show. The reason I just preempted literally seconds before he said I was a vet there is when he was taking Rick's blood, I saw the medical equipment that he was using, and it wasn't even anything remotely what would be classed as standard equipment for taking blood and everything. Even if this guy was just retired and using old school stuff. So he's a vet. He might as well be a fucking dentist.
And you've done this surgery before on what?
Nothing.
Cows? Pigs?
Pigs are the closest to us that we have.
Completely in over your head, aren't you?
Ma'am, aren't we all?
Yeah.
We can't just leave.
Carol, the group is split. We're scattered and weak.
What if she comes back and we're not here?
We got a plan for this. I'd say tomorrow morning soon enough to pull up stakes. Give us a chance to rig a big sign. Leave her some supplies.
You all split right now.
That cut has gone from bad to worse. He has a very serious blood infection.
He's dying.
Get him to that farm.
Why'd you wait till now to say anything? It's my brother's stash.
What?
Crystal, X, don't need that. Not the generic stuff neither. It's first class. Tomorrow got the clap on occasion.
Your brother's a drug addict. Got crystal, everything.
Pressure's dropping again. We can't wait much longer.
I have to go.
You can't fix everything.
If Shane said he'll be back, he'll be back. He's like you that way.
I can't just sit here.
That's exactly what you do.
They're in. I don't know how they're going to get out, but they're in.
Endotracheal intubator, baby. On my new respirator.
Oh, okay. Please tell me when you open that door, they've not all come back. Oh, shit. They have. At least that was quick thinking. I was going to say, the problem is they're all just going to follow you in. What now? That pin's not going to last. You bastard. They have really, really annoying habit of leaving these episodes right in the middle of an action sequence or something just happening like someone getting shot. Right, okay. Another good episode. Like I said, they've slowed it down a bit here. We've gone obviously because everything's come to a complete stop. The group is splintered. We've got T-Dog and Dale been sat there all this time. He's going to die if he doesn't get some medication, the correct medication, not knowing that there was a bag right there sat with all that lot in it, because he should have just mentioned it sooner, but that was down to him. Then you've got Rick trying to deal with what's happened. They found a vet, not a doctor, who, I know it's not really important right now, but seems to think, oh, this is just going to resolve itself and then nature will regroup and everything will be okay, and no, it's not. Anyway, he says he can try and save him. I did know he said I can try, not you get me this medical equipment, I can save him. There was no definitive that. There was, well, I can try. That's all you can do, especially with the situation, with it being a kid, with it being shrapnel, with it, the fact that you're not in a hospital, that you don't have all the right equipment. You're asking to get the minimum amount of equipment to just perform the surgery. There's no guarantees. Meanwhile, Sophie's still missing. Carol doesn't want to leave that area in case she comes back, so they've all agreed to stay. Apart from Glenn. And then you've got Laura. What's his wife's name? Is it Laura? Laura or Laurie? I'm not entirely certain yet. Her name is not really mentioned that much. Anyway, her saying, you don't leave here, you stay here, even though he couldn't anyway, he could barely stand, Rick. She was strong for you when you were shot. She's telling you you've got to stay put. You can't go off gallivanting, trying to fix everything at once. You're already blaming yourself because of the other girl going missing. You need to be here with him. But this guy who stepped up, who knows what equipment to look for and has gone with Shane, I knew that wasn't going to go according to plan. Just because he's a big guy. And whether you're a big guy or you're unhealthy, man or woman, or you're older like Dale, you're easy prey. I'm sorry, but you are. The majority of us that have ailments or illnesses or age against us are going to be the first to go. And even if you survive the initial, as he calls it, epidemic, and you've survived to this point, you are the weaker. But at least the girl on the horse, I'm presuming it's one of his doors, has gone and got Laurie here. Obviously, she's assigning blame right now because the guy's not even here who shot Carl, so I understand. We are going to be stuck here for quite some time, I think. Carol doesn't want to leave. Rick can't move. Carl's been shot. T-Dog's nursing an extremely bad infection. But the farm does look relatively safe. That's what I don't get. It's in the immediate area of where all the walkers are, but none seem to be coming on their land. It hasn't really explained how they're doing that, unless they're all going out there and just holding them back. Or they've got some sort of perimeter fence up that we haven't seen. I don't know. But this guy seems to think he can wait it out. Wait what out? There's no one left. What are you waiting out? Time? Damn. Right. I really hope we find the little girl, Sophie. But it's starting to look doubtful now. Very doubtful. We've got a whole other episode. And what appears to be the end of that whole day. We haven't seen it go nighttime yet, so I'm going off the fact that it's still the same day, which is why they don't want to leave. It's 50-50 with Carl. It's 50-50 with T-Dog. I still feel like they are steering the audience and the viewer towards accepting everything that's gone wrong so far is a sign of that there's just going to be a few adults of this group that move on from this situation, whenever that may be. I don't know. I don't want to be too pessimistic, because that's the whole point I was getting at in the show is with Carol, you can't, if you only focus on that, you're not paying attention to anything else, and you're not sat at home on your comfy sofa drinking cups of coffee waiting to just hear whether there's good news or bad news. There's death and danger all around you. Andrea took her focus off in that episode just for a minute because they were getting fed up of how far it was to get back, and a walker almost took her, but it also did show that when it came to it, she didn't just lie back and let it happen, so she's not as suicidal as she thinks. The other situation where she was going to stay was something that was out of her control, that all she had to do is just sit there and do nothing. But that's also what you could do if one comes for you. If you feel as though your time's up or you just can't deal with it anymore. There's so many different human traits and emotions and different states of mind as to how a person would cope in this situation. All of us. There'd be some who'd run, there's some who would fight, there's some who would just not see it coming and be the first fodder to die. There'd be those that would stick it out to the end no matter what. There would be those that think they're weak, and it turns out they're not the natural born leaders or the natural born killers, and it's something they can just adjust to, and before they know it, they find that was the person they were all along. They just never knew it. Right, we will be back with episode 3 next 2 episodes a week on Patreon at the moment. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's just the one. That is only until I can free up another slot, because I'm aware otherwise it'll take me about 4 years to finish this series on YouTube otherwise. And that's a little bit too long. I'd like to at least cut that in half by doing 2 a week. So if you are watching this on YouTube, you can always go and check the links in the description, and at whatever point we're up to, we will be further ahead, of course, on Patreon. You can watch the full-length episodes over there. Just check the link down below. And if you're enjoying this series with me, especially those of you that are looking particularly for somebody going back through this series, because it is relatively old now by going all the way back, don't forget to hit the subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, post your comments down below, and try and keep the spoilers to a minimum. And I will see you for episode 3 next. Take care.